Hi, welcome back to another episode of the Well I'm Growing Up with Najee podcast, and I'm your host, obviously, Najee. Today's topic is setting boundaries. It's kind of like a hard topic for me because it's something I struggle with a lot, um, whether it's like in friendships or like family or relationships. I struggle with it a lot because I never want a person to um feel a type of way towards me. I don't I don't particularly or I do not particularly like um making others upset or disappointed in me. So it's like setting boundaries is kind of like a really hard thing for me, and also accepting the boundaries as well. Like if somebody sets boundaries for themselves towards me, it's sometimes hard for me to accept those boundaries and you know sometimes it's hard for me to accept them and then like respect them. I don't know, it's really something I've been working on though. I've been working on um respecting others boundaries, but I haven't been working on setting my own, right? Like whether it's in a relationship or anything like that, um I struggle with those things. I struggle with setting boundaries and then standing on those boundaries and then not accepting that a person doesn't respect my boundaries. I don't know. It's kind of like a hard thing to say and, you know, get it correlated. But I don't really want to talk about me though. I want to talk about like others accepting boundaries. Sometimes it's kind of hard to accept boundaries and then, put them into play and then stand on those boundaries and not take no for an answer in that sense. I hope it makes sense. It's hard, but it's very beneficial, especially for your own health and for your own mental health. Setting boundaries is like, I'm trying to make it in the sense of where it makes sense, but it correlates with everything, because you don't always have to, setting boundaries doesn't always have to be in a relationship. Setting boundaries can be in a friendship or a family member. Like you tell a person, hey, I don't appreciate this and I would like for you to stop. And if they don't entirely respect it or anything like that, then I guess they weren't really meant to be in your life. So I think setting boundaries is much more important than, anything else, because not only are you showing respect to the person that's giving you those boundaries, but you're also setting respect for yourself. Like you're setting respect in the sense of, hey, I won't allow those things, and I will not allow those things. I won't allow those things, and I will not allow them to continue. And if they do continue, then I can't allow it. But setting boundaries is important because, and I know I'm repeating myself, but setting boundaries is important because they can always build things up. Like they can always build a relationship, whether it's with your partner, again, a friendship, a business partnership, or anything like that. Setting boundaries is a much more healthier and mature way of going about things, instead of arguing or disagreements or fighting in every sense. Setting boundaries is much more healthy because you can tell a person, hey, I don't like that, and If they disagree with it, then that's your sign, hey, I should leave, or I shouldn't be around this person, or this person wasn't meant to be in my life, because they don't really have the respect for me to. All in all, I know I'm yapping, I know. All in all, I'm saying is that setting boundaries, standing on those boundaries, implementing those boundaries, and accepting boundaries can not only make any relationship or anything healthy, it can make you better as well. Because it makes, I'm sorry, it not only makes you better as well, it builds a relationship and it makes things stronger, and it makes a person, respect you more. And if they don't respect it, then they're not meant to be in your life. Even though it's hard to let a person go, but your self-respect and how you respect others comes first. And you loving yourself comes first. So a person that loves you shouldn't want, to disrespect you, or, they shouldn't want, your boundaries to not exist, if that makes sense. I hope it does. I hope everything I'm saying makes a lot of sense, because again, it's something I struggle with just about every day, like setting boundaries, saying no. Like, I struggle with saying no, and I struggle with, just, disagreeing with things, only because, again, I'm a people pleaser, so I have trouble with, just saying no, and, sometimes disappointing others. It's really something I've been working on, or trying to work on. But all in all, setting boundaries, standing on those boundaries, implementing those boundaries are much more important than anything. So that's something, we can both work on together. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. New to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in another episode. Bye.